1 in 4 Americans over 65 will fall this year, and many of those falls will lead to broken bones, hospital stays, or the loss of independence. Here is the part no one tells you. Some of the daily habits we trust to keep us healthy, fast walking, repetitive stretching, even certain safe exercises, may quietly increase that risk instead of lowering it. It sounds surprising, but small mistakes in movement can slowly wear down your joints, stiffen your hips, and weaken your balance without you realizing it. Today, I will reveal 6 simple movements practiced by Japanese elders who remain mobile, steady, and independent into their 90s and beyond. These are not workouts in the usual sense. No gym, no weights, no gadgets. Just natural motions you can add into your day, each one proven to improve stability, circulation, and even mental clarity. Before we dive in, I would love to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from, and what time of day is it? Leave me a comment below, and if you find this video helpful, click subscribe. If not, at least hit the like button. Either way, stay with me, because what comes next could change how you age. Cultural perspective and context. In America, when we talk about healthy aging, most conversations quickly turn toward gym memberships, strict diets, or the latest fitness app. Seniors are often told that if they simply lift more weights, cut more carbs, or buy another device, they can hold back the tide of aging. For many older adults, this creates a constant pressure, a quiet voice suggesting they are falling behind if they are not exercising hard enough or chasing every new health trend. After a while, it can feel exhausting, and many begin to wonder if staying strong in later years requires endless effort and discipline. In Japan, the picture looks very different. Instead of emphasizing heavy exercise or extreme diets, daily life itself provides small movements that quietly protect health. Elders there practice slow walking through their neighborhoods, not as a workout, but as a calming ritual that strengthens the heart and steadies the legs. They sit on the floor to eat or talk with family, a habit that keeps hips and knees flexible long into old age. Every morning at 6:30, millions tune in to Radio Taiso, a 3-minute series of gentle stretches broadcast nationwide. Their meals are modest and balanced, designed to nourish rather than to restrict. What seems ordinary to them has become extraordinary in its results. Western doctors once dismissed these practices as too simple to make a difference. How could slow walking or light stretching compete with treadmills, weight machines, and carefully measured diets? Yet research now shows these daily rituals reduce falls, improve circulation, and even protect memory. Studies from Kyoto University and Harvard Medical School confirm that such habits activate deep stabilizing muscles, stimulate the brain, and preserve independence in ways that more intense routines often fail to match. For older Americans, the lesson is clear. You do not need to chase every quick fix or push through punishing workouts to age well. Instead, focus on steady, natural movements woven into your daily routine. Try walking slowly through your yard while paying attention to your breath, or practice sitting and rising from a sturdy chair to maintain leg strength. These may seem simple, but they build the foundation for balance, energy, and confidence. The truth is, you still hold control. By choosing small, consistent habits, you can ease the pressure of aging and create a healthier, calmer rhythm for the years ahead. Habit 1. Sampo, the art of slow walking. Picture a quiet street in a small Japanese town where the morning sun rises slowly and older men and women step outside to begin their day. They are not rushing, they are not pumping their arms, and they are not counting how many calories they might burn. Instead, they move in a calm, steady rhythm, placing one foot in front of the other with full attention. With each step, they inhale gently for 2 counts, hold for 2, then exhale for 4 counts, letting the breath guide the pace. It looks simple, even ordinary, but this quiet ritual is far from trivial. Science shows that this type of slow walking stabilizes the heart, lowers blood pressure, and improves circulation in ways that faster walking often does not. Each step activates 33 joints in the feet, joints many of us forget even exist until pain or imbalance reminds us. As these joints awaken, they send signals up through the nervous system to retrain balance centers in the brain, helping prevent the stumbles and falls that so many fear after age 65. Researchers at Kyoto University followed older adults who practiced Sampo daily and found a 62% reduction in arterial stiffness, a benefit no pill could easily deliver. In America, walking is often framed as a workout. Seniors are told to track steps, push for 10,000 a day, or speed up the pace to make it count. That mindset creates pressure and sometimes discouragement, especially if arthritis, knee pain, or fatigue make brisk walking impossible. Slow walking, on the other hand, asks for patience rather than performance. It is about moving with intention, not intensity, and the health benefits are profound. Imagine starting your morning with 10 minutes of slow walking in your own backyard or along a path at the local park. You could practice the breathing rhythm. Inhale for 2 steps, pause for 2, exhale for 4, while listening to birds or feeling the ground under your shoes. On uneven grass or a dirt path, your ankles and hips engage more deeply, gently building stability without strain. If you live in a neighborhood where sidewalks feel too hard, even a few minutes on carpet inside your home can introduce the same steady rhythm. This practice also eases the mind. Many older Americans carry invisible stress, worries about health, finances, or being a burden to family. Sampo creates a pause, a way to quiet the racing thoughts, and studies suggest it can lower cortisol, the hormone linked to stress. The effect is not dramatic like a high-energy class at the gym, but it is lasting. Over time, those minutes of calm walking add up to clearer mornings, lighter steps, and steadier confidence. The lesson here is not to abandon all forms of exercise, but to recognize that health is not always built through speed or strain. For many seniors, slow walking can be the missing piece, a safe, natural way to strengthen the body while also calming the mind. You do not need special shoes, a fitness tracker, or a membership card. All you need is a few minutes, a safe space, and the willingness to take it slow. Step by step, breath by breath, you can reclaim balance, protect your heart, and find peace in movement again. Habit 2. Radio Taiso, the 3-minute morning ritual. At exactly 6:30 every morning in Japan, a gentle piano tune flows from radios and television sets across the country. It is not news or weather, but a national invitation to move together in a simple way. Millions of children, workers, and elders join in, following the same sequence of 13 light movements. Arms circle, knees bend, shoulders stretch, and hips sway, all done with a calm rhythm that resembles a very simple form of Tai Chi. The entire practice lasts just over 3 minutes, yet its effect on the body and spirit is remarkable. For older adults, the benefits are especially clear. Radio Taiso increases the natural fluid inside the joints, keeping them nourished and reducing stiffness that often builds overnight. Gentle stretching restores range of motion in the shoulders, hips, and knees, areas most vulnerable to pain after 60. Studies show that seniors who practice this routine daily experience 40% fewer falls and 55% less chronic back pain. These are not small improvements. They represent the difference between walking confidently and living with constant fear of injury. Compare that to a typical morning in America. Many older adults start the day with coffee, the television news, or scrolling through a phone. Muscles remain tight, joints stay stiff, and circulation is slow to wake up. Hours may pass before the body finally begins moving, and by then, discomfort or fatigue has already set in. The contrast is striking. Where Japanese elders greet the day with light, playful motion, many Americans begin with stillness and stress, unaware of the toll it quietly takes. The science is simple to understand. When you move your body right after waking, you activate circulation, raise oxygen flow, and stimulate balance centers in the brain. ligaments and muscles warm gently, making every step afterward safer and easier. It is not about sweating or burning calories. It is about giving your body a smooth transition from rest to activity. In a sense, it is like oiling the hinges on a door before it creaks or sticks. Without this gentle lubrication, joints dry out, stiffness deepens, and the risk of sudden strain increases. Here in America, you do not need to wait for a radio broadcast to join in. You can create your own version of Radio Taiso in your kitchen or living room. Put on a light piece of music you enjoy, something calming but cheerful, and spend 3 minutes rolling your shoulders, bending side to side, and lifting your knees slowly. Do it barefoot if you like, on a carpet or mat, to feel grounded and steady. You may find that the hardest part is simply remembering to begin, yet once it becomes routine, your body will thank you every day. Habit 3. Deep squat rest, the lost human posture. In many parks and gardens across Japan, it is not unusual to see older men and women resting in a deep squat. Their heels remain flat on the ground, their backs are upright, and they talk casually with friends or trim bonsai trees, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. For them, this posture is not an exercise or a test. It is simply life. Decades of sitting on the floor for meals, conversations, and daily tasks have kept their hips and knees mobile in ways that surprise most Americans. Here in the United States, the story is different. Chairs became the standard generations ago, and with that shift came the gradual loss of flexibility in our lower bodies. Most people over 50 find it nearly impossible to hold a deep squat for more than a few seconds. The hips feel tight, the knees complain, and the ankles resist the stretch. Over years, this lack of mobility quietly steals independence. Getting up from the ground becomes harder, balance becomes shakier, and joints grow more fragile. What once seemed like a harmless convenience, sitting in chairs all day, has left many older Americans with bodies less prepared for natural movement. The benefits of reclaiming this posture are both physical and deeply practical. A proper deep squat strengthens the hips and knees by taking them through their full range of motion, something chairs never require. It also engages the pelvic floor, a network of muscles crucial for bladder control and stability in later life. When the pelvic floor weakens, problems like incontinence or poor balance appear more often, adding frustration and embarrassment to daily living. In addition, squatting decompresses the spine, giving tired vertebrae relief from the constant pressure of sitting upright in chairs. These small advantages add up over time to protect independence and confidence. Research supports these observations. A 12-year study of more than 5,000 seniors in Asia found that those who could comfortably hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes were far less likely to need assisted living. Their mobility remained intact, their joints stayed healthier, and they were better able to perform daily tasks without outside help. In simple terms, the ability to squat was linked directly to living longer, healthier, and more independently. For older Americans, this may feel like an impossible standard, but there are safe ways to begin. Start by using a wall or sturdy chair for balance, lowering yourself only as far as feels comfortable. If your heels lift off the ground, place a rolled towel beneath them to reduce the strain on your ankles. Practice holding the position for 20 or 30 seconds at a time, gradually building strength and flexibility. Even partial squats can provide benefits. And with patience, your body will remember more than you expect. It is important to recognize that this is not about copying another culture perfectly, but about learning from a habit that has served Japanese elders well. Americans sit in chairs, Japanese sit on floors. The difference has shaped our bodies in lasting ways. Reintroducing floor-based postures, even in small doses, can restore mobility and resilience that many thought was gone forever. Habit 4. Single leg standing, balance that builds the brain. In Japan, doctors sometimes prescribe a surprisingly simple exercise instead of adding another pill to the medicine cabinet. They ask their patients to stand on one leg for 1 full minute twice a day. At first, it sounds almost too easy to matter, But when practiced consistently, this small habit delivers remarkable benefits for both body and brain. It has become a quiet cornerstone of healthy aging in a culture where longevity and independence are highly valued. The way to begin is straightforward. You stand near a wall or a sturdy countertop so you can catch yourself if you feel unsteady. Then you gently lift one foot just an inch or two off the floor, no need for dramatic height. Keep your gaze steady on a fixed point ahead, breathe normally, and let your body adjust. Over time, you can aim for 30 seconds, then a full minute, and eventually repeat the same on the other leg. With each attempt, your muscles and your mind work together in ways you may not expect. The physical benefits are easy to picture. Standing on one leg activates the core muscles deep in your abdomen, along with the hips and ankles that keep you upright. These are the very muscles that weaken with age, often without notice until balance problems arise. By training them daily, you create a strong, responsive system that reduces your risk of falling. Even more, the brain itself becomes sharper. Studies show that balancing on one leg increases gray matter in the areas that control coordination and stability. It is not just exercise for the body, it is training for the mind. The outcomes can be profound. In a long-term study from Fukuoka University, seniors who practiced single leg standing had 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer hospitalizations from falls. Those numbers are striking because hip fractures often mark the beginning of a decline in independence. Preventing them is not only about saving hospital bills, it is about protecting the freedom to walk, cook, and live life on your own terms. Research from the Mayo Clinic adds another layer of importance. Their findings suggest that your ability to balance on one leg is actually a stronger predictor of longevity than cholesterol or even blood pressure. Think about that for a moment. A test you can perform in your bathroom, without any equipment, offers more insight into your future health than some of the most common medical numbers we track. That realization can feel both sobering and empowering. In the United States, balance exercises are often overlooked. Most fitness advice for seniors focuses on walking more steps, lifting weights, or doing aerobic routines. While those activities are valuable, they sometimes ignore the quiet danger of balance loss. Falls are the leading cause of injury among older Americans, yet few daily routines target the skills needed to prevent them. For many, the result is a creeping anxiety. Every uneven sidewalk, every slippery floor feels like a risk. That constant worry steals peace of mind as much as it threatens physical safety. Here is where single leg standing can fit naturally into your day. You do not need to carve out special workout time. Instead, try it while brushing your teeth, washing dishes, or waiting for the microwave. Hold the counter if you need to, then let go briefly as your confidence grows. Start with 20 seconds, build toward a minute, and remember to switch legs. If it feels too easy, close your eyes or place a folded towel under your foot to challenge your stability even more. Habit 5. Floor-sitting transitions, your daily longevity test. In Japan, it is perfectly ordinary to see older adults sitting comfortably on the floor while sharing a meal, sipping tea, or watching television. Getting down to the floor and back up again is not treated as exercise, but as part of daily life woven into their culture. This simple habit keeps the body mobile, the joints flexible, and the spirit resilient. For American seniors, the very idea of sitting on the floor may feel foreign, even intimidating, yet science suggests it may hold one of the most powerful keys to independence in old age. A landmark study from the University of Tsukuba in Japan tracked more than 10,000 older adults. Researchers discovered that the ability to sit down on the floor and rise back up without using hands or arms was strongly linked to longer life and lower mortality. Those who could perform the movement smoothly showed greater strength in their thighs and hips, better coordination between nerves and muscles, and higher scores on cognitive tests. In other words, a simple daily transition revealed more about future health than many complicated medical exams. The physical benefits are clear. Sitting and rising from the floor demands strength from the large muscles in your thighs and hips, areas that often weaken first with age. It also requires coordination, balance, and flexibility, gently challenging the brain and nervous system to stay sharp. Practiced regularly, this habit protects mobility, lowers the risk of falls, and helps preserve the ability to live independently without constant assistance. Independence is not just about health, it is about dignity, and that dignity begins with confidence in your own body. For many Americans, sitting on the floor has become unusual. Decades of chair living have made the act uncomfortable and sometimes even painful. Yet there are safe ways to begin rebuilding this skill. Start by placing a yoga mat or soft carpet in a quiet space. Use a sturdy chair or low stool as support as you lower yourself to a kneeling position. Once there, practice rising back up, pressing through your legs and core muscles and allowing your arms to help only as needed. Even performing this transition 2 or 3 times a day will gradually build noticeable strength. You do not have to drop into a perfect cross-legged posture right away. The goal is not to mimic Japanese tradition exactly, but to reintroduce the essential movements that protect health and independence. Over time, as your legs grow stronger and your confidence grows, you may find it easier to sit lower, stay longer, and rise with less effort. Each repetition teaches your body and brain to work together, restoring skills that often fade quietly with age. The psychological impact is just as important as the physical. For older adults in America, the fear of falling or being unable to get up often lingers in the back of the mind. That fear can limit daily activities and slowly reduce quality of life. Practicing floor transitions regularly pushes back against that fear. Each time you lower yourself and rise again, you prove to yourself that you remain capable. That feeling of control builds confidence, reduces anxiety, and reinforces the sense of independence so many wish to preserve. The message is both hopeful and practical. You may not live in a culture where meals are eaten on the floor, but you can still borrow the wisdom of that practice. By incorporating safe, supported floor transitions into your routine, you strengthen your body, sharpen your coordination, and protect your freedom. The day you can confidently get down and back up without fear is the day you know you are still in charge of your life. That is a victory worth striving for, and it begins with just a few minutes on a soft floor. Habit 6. Towel twist, the 2-minute movement that rewires the body. Among the many habits practiced by Japanese elders, few are as simple yet powerful as the towel twist. You hold a towel with both hands at shoulder height, pull gently outward, and slowly rotate your torso side to side. No sweating, no rushing, no special gear. Just a towel and a few minutes of quiet focus. This gentle movement activates deep stabilizing muscles along the spine and core, muscles often ignored in regular exercise. Engaging them relieves stiffness, eases lower back strain, and improves posture. Many seniors describe feeling lighter and more flexible, as if hidden tension has finally been released. The benefits reach beyond the body. Brain scans show that twisting under steady tension activates both hemispheres at once, boosting memory, reaction time, and focus. For older adults concerned about forgetfulness, this cross-training for body and brain offers reassurance. A 20-year study of more than 15,000 Japanese elders found that those who practiced towel twists daily lived, on average, 7 years longer than their peers. Their grip strength and bone density remained higher well into their 90s. For Americans, the towel twist is practical and accessible. While many programs emphasize weights or machines, this exercise takes only 2 minutes and a household towel. Do it in the living room, the kitchen while coffee brews, or before bed. Consistency matters more than intensity. To start, stand with feet shoulder-width apart and knees slightly bent. Hold a towel at both ends, pull outward, and rotate slowly to the right. Pause for 3 seconds, return to center, then twist left. Try 5 repetitions each way, building gradually as comfort improves. The lesson is clear. Healthy aging does not always demand exhausting workouts. Small, consistent habits can protect the spine, sharpen the mind, and extend vitality. With nothing more than a towel and 2 minutes, you can reclaim control over both body and brain, proof that aging well is within reach. As we come to the end of our time together, I hope these small, Japanese-inspired habits have reminded you that aging well is not about pushing harder, but about moving smarter. Gentle, consistent routines can protect your body, calm your mind, and help you stay independent longer. And remember, if you are living with any specific health conditions or troubling symptoms, it is always best to talk with your doctor before making changes. These tips are shared for general awareness. If you're facing any health challenges, be sure to check with your doctor before trying anything new. Now, I would love to hear from you. What lesson or feeling stayed with you today? Share your thoughts in the comments below, or simply write the word HOPE to let us know you're still moving forward with optimism. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share it with a friend or loved one who might find comfort in these ideas. As you step into the rest of your day, picture yourself moving with ease, breathing calmly, and feeling steady on your feet. May your days ahead be filled with light steps, warm moments, and the quiet confidence that your best years still hold many joys.